Hey, good day. Welcome to Jimmy's Blacksmithing. I just wanted to show you today some of my vices. And I don't mean habits, I mean vices for work. This one here is a 90-pound old Indian chief. And it's about, gosh, I'm not sure, it's 3.5 feet tall, maybe about 40 inches, I'm thinking, if I recall. Anyways, the base is a steel I-beam filled with concrete, and the base without the concrete is well over 100 pounds with all the steel. The vise is 90 pounds, and then there's about 150 pounds of concrete in there, if I'm not mistaken. So it's about 400 pounds. It is a pretty good vise. I didn't realize at the time I was setting it up, though, because they all come in the same height, that it's a great vise. It's don't get me wrong, it's just it's portable, and it's on some uneven ground, so it jiggles a little bit, but you get it on a solid surface. It's great. And if I wanted to, I could just mount it solidly to excuse me, to the floor or any concrete, or whatever. It's great. However, if I were to do it again, which I may modify it someday and lower the vise down to excuse me, a certain height. I am not a tall guy. I'm only if I'm lucky, 5'8". Anyways, here's another vise. This vise by itself is, I think, 150 pounds. And what I had done is, underneath here you can see there's like an I-beam made out of 2 small mining railroad tracks. So it's a full 8-inch, and it's buried in the floor. It's mounted, it's welded to a truck axle that I did years ago, and that's mounted a foot or so below the floor. You need a bulldozer to move this whole thing, and it's adjustable. You can turn it like at different angles. It once had an anvil on it. I had 2 different anvils from time to time on it. Now, the nice thing is it's only about 31 inches, which is a little higher than my anvil heights. I've been setting them up between 28 and 30 inches. 30 is kind of obsolete anymore for me. I like them lower. And anyways, what I had done is I took the anvil off and mounted this thing on this. And then what I had done is, on the floor, as you can see, there's a plate. That plate is a leaf spring out of a truck. Okay, that's just to give me a little more surface area, so the thing, is solid, and it's welded. I don't know if you can see the lighting. It's welded to this whole setup, okay? And what I hated to do, because it's such a beautiful vise, and it's probably well over 100 years old. It's, I believe it's from France. I hated to cut the stem off. I don't like doing that to, antiques and such, but I thought, well, I'm going to work this thing till the day I die, and, I have to use it the way it is. It's massive. It's got an 8-inch jaw on it. And what I had done is, because the I-beam is over here, underneath this part, it was just hanging out. So I made a little tray, thinking that maybe it would cover, a bunch of tools, which it does. However, if I don't have it set up right, I need like a little table I'm going to set up. And as you can see, I've got a workbench full of stuff, lots of things, anvils, you name it. There's another anvil. Here's another one. They're just kind of the way they are. Here is another vise I've had for, I think, about close to 40 years. Paid $25 for it. It was bent up. The stem on it was bent like a C shape, and I don't even know how I straightened it out. I was young, and but I straightened it out, and it, it's nice, but it's too high. you know, when you're hammering, you're way up, you know, in the air. You know, this is above my waist. So you got your work there and you're hammering above that. You don't have much force. And you know, the accuracy is better when it's lower as well. So, and also, here's a nice hacksaw I made for my son one night. Took from about, I think it took an hour and a half, 2 hours to make. It's kind of nice. Might as well show you. That handle is apple wood, and there's not a crack in it. A special curing I do. Anyway, that's just hand done. And I was so excited at night, I was delirious. I started on it about 9 o'clock and was done about 9:30. I mean, excuse me, 11:30, and I was real delirious. And so I put something in the vise and started cutting it. And you can hear when you're cutting, you know, when it's going to give. And I just wasn't paying attention, and wham, the thing cut through, and my thumb was gushing blood. But I thought, oh, at least it works nicely. Anyway, long story short, now there's one more vise I'd like to show you. And that's this one over here. Excuse the mess in the shop. This one here is, I think, about 150 pounds. It didn't have any jaws or, you know, any teeth on it when I got it. I think I paid $50 for it from a guy out on a ranch. It was just sitting out in a big pile. Anyways, the teeth, you can see right there, I chiseled those in to make some teeth. I never did finish, you know, welding it. It's not a hollow. I mean, it's just a little void. The thing works great. I had a truck bumper mounted on it, or, you know, I was welding it up in a C-channel, and it was sticking out 5 feet or so off this thing. It wouldn't tip it. That's a truck brake drum off of like a semi, or, you know, huge dump truck. And then there's a flywheel that probably weighs, I don't know, 50 pounds or something like that on top. So it's probably 150, 200 pounds underneath there. That wheel, that brake drum is nice. It's heavy and stable. And this thing's nice and low. It's probably, let's see, I'm trying to think of how heavy that thing is. It's probably about 30, gosh, I'm not sure, 32, 33 inches tall. And it's nice because you can, you know, you can pound low on it. And I always liked it, except for the quick, the action on it's not real fast. I mean, it takes you to put your work in it. The work's almost cold by the time you get in it, unless it's a real large piece. So anyway, but it's nice, and it's just sitting here. I'm in the process of moving some things around in the shop here, and anyways, just thought I'd share that with y'all, and hope you like that. Vises to me are as essential as a well, they're pretty much equal to having an anvil. You can't work a blacksmith shop or any kind of shop, I don't think, in my opinion, without a vise, or 2 or 3, or as many as you want. They're just, you can have them scattered around the shop and outside, you know, to where you can use them. And anyways, hope you like this. And there's even one for the granddaughter. She's almost 3.5. And she knows how to use that. There's a little anvil on there. And there's a cone mandrel she's drawn on. Anyway, hope you like that. And I'll get some work going and show you guys some things. Thanks for visiting. Have a great day and stay well.